Just so that we give everyone time to celebrate, I'm going to get started, and we may have some individuals trickling in, but welcome and thank you for joining us at the celebration of your graduation.
Yay!
I don't think, I thought last May I would say, this is my first and maybe only virtual graduation, and gosh, we're getting the hang of these now. But please accept our deepest congratulations. What you have done is extraordinary. And I know I speak for SLHS's faculty and staff and MSU Denver at large in saying we are remarkably proud to have you as our students and soon to be our alumni. What we would like to do for the hour we're together is faculty and staff will just do a very quick congrats. And then we are very lucky to have an alum with us, Dr. Jolene Sletten. And Jolene will share some advice when she was, well, I would say sitting where you are, but when we were in commencement, I don't know where it was then, maybe on the field. Were we on the Tivoli field? So way back when we did commencement at Tivoli, but what she would have liked to hear. And then we'd like time for you all to just share in some words, congrats to each other, your family. And then we have a rousing game of Jeopardy that the SLHS faculty and staff have worked on. So we're excited to spend the time together. So I'll kick things off and just, again, welcome you all. Thanks to one of our associate deans, Hope Sapolsky, for joining us. And we are a small but mighty group, and on a daily basis, I'm grateful for the individuals, both my colleagues, my students, my mentors that I get to engage with. It truly is what makes all the difference. And as I was thinking about what to share with you all, I came across a quote by an author, Barry Lopez. He's a nonfiction writer. And he writes that everything is held together with stories. That is all that is holding us together, stories and compassion. And man or woman, do we not have an incredible story that's holding us together. And I feel very honored to create this story with you all. So with that, I'm gonna turn it over. I'll turn it over to Dr. Walsh-Aziz. She's next on my little screen, my matrix.
All right. Wow. So yeah, I agree. I think we were hoping we weren't going to have to do another one of these, but we'll be pros at it, I'm sure, by the next time even. But I am so proud of all of you that are graduating. For those of this is being recorded, so if people get to watch this later, even for people who aren't here, this is kind of I consider you guys a special cohort. You were probably some of my first students when I started at MSU. I know I had most of you in my 1500 class, and then having you later on in the later classes. It's been really great to see you grow and move throughout the program, and so excited and proud to see you move on to graduate school or the SLPA or whatever profession that you have in mind. And just know that you have our support and the faculty here in whatever endeavors that you need in the future. And again, just could not be more proud of this group that's heading out. So I'll pass on to Dr. Santhanam is kind of at my top here that's closest to me. So I'll send it to her.
Yeah, thanks, Marsha. Congratulations, Trish and Courtney, Zena, Cecilia, for congratulations for all the hard work. It's been quite a wicked semester, almost spring and fall together. It's been really hard. So I'm really proud, like everybody else said, super proud of what you're able to do. And I keep thinking whenever days when I don't feel great or I don't feel like working, I keep thinking about all of you for all the work that you all have been doing and staying resilient through all these hardships. If I think teaching is hard during these times, being a student is harder. So I'm glad I'm not a student now. So I think it is really, really special to have known each one of you. Some of you I've known from a couple classes. I think all of you I've been with you in more than a couple classes, and I have some really special fond memories. So 2 things I wanted to say: take the time to take a break. So take a break from studying, working, doing all the things that you have to do the things that you want to do for a little bit, and take care of yourselves really well. Whatever you want to do, just enjoy your bit. Take a little bit of a break at least before you go on to the next thing, and keep in touch. You know, like Dr. Walsh-Aziz said, stay in touch with us. Let us know where you are, what you're doing, and maybe like Julina, one of you will come back in a few years to talk to us, to talk to our next set of graduating students. So congratulations and all the best. We're always here for you. Dr. McGuire, do you want to take on? You're muted, Paula.
Microphone.
Hi, everyone. It's very, very nice to see your faces again. It's been such a long time since I've seen some of you live, let alone live. I haven't seen you even on a call, so it's just really, really nice to see you. I don't know that I have anything profound to add. I know that I'm even in the midst of this pandemic, I'm trying to stay optimistic. And just for you, Trish, one of the things that has occurred to me is I remember how difficult it was for you to slog to campus last winter. And I have thought, well, gee, okay, well, Trish and all those other people coming from such a long ways, at least they don't have that anymore. So that I think is probably not much to recommend this year, but I don't know that I have much to recommend this year. And yet you all persevered through just some unimaginable obstacles. This has been such a stressful year. And here you all are, and you did it. You stayed the course, you did what had to be done, and you've graduated, and I am not only proud of you, I'm so proud to be associated with you. The students at MSU Denver are so resilient and so good-natured. I mean, you epitomize grace under fire. So yeah, just so proud of you and know you're going to do great things. And I really want to emphasize what Shiva said. We are in a helping profession, and there is this tendency to always make sure everybody else is being taken care of. Self-care, give yourselves a break. Take some time off, enjoy, and just wish the best for you, and really do hope you stay in touch. Shannon.
I think I just echo everyone's sentiments. I mean, I'm really proud of you guys. I know how hard it was for me when I was going through school. I mean, my last semester was in 2017, so before the pandemic, obviously, and I know how many times I thought about quitting, and I was just dealing with a regular semester. So I can't imagine how you guys felt and how often you guys probably considered quitting. And I'm so proud of you guys for not doing that, and you guys just stuck it through. And I just think that's really awesome, because I know a lot of people probably for good reason have quit, and you guys didn't. So good job. And I'm sad that I don't get to see a lot of you in person to say goodbye, because I actually have formed a lot of good friendships with you guys, and I think a lot of you are really awesome, and I'm just going to miss all of you a lot. So good job, guys. I'm really proud of you.
Well, Maybe one of the second most exciting things when seeing students off after graduating is getting to reconnect with them again when they are in their careers. And it is my great pleasure to introduce to you a former speech language hearing sciences student, Dr. Jolene Sletten, one that I worked very closely with, both professionally. Jolene was a member of a research team with me doing noise-induced hearing loss prevention. And she also was a member of the family, helping when she was in her doctoral program, taking care of my oldest daughter at the time, who was starting kindergarten. So I couldn't have imagined a better person to really join our family during that pivotal time. But let me tell you a little bit about Dr. Sletten. She is a native of Auburn, Nebraska. As I said, she earned her Bachelor's of Arts Degree in Speech Language Hearing Sciences at Metropolitan State University of Denver. And if memory serves, you were an integrative therapeutic practices minor too, right? Which I just was like over the moon about. How cool. I remember she did a paper on tinnitus and holistic interventions for tinnitus, which was right up my alley. Following her undergraduate studies, Dr. Sletten received her Doctorate of Audiology from the University of Colorado in Boulder in 2018. While at CU Boulder, she was commissioned into the United States Army in 2017 and completed her externship at Walter Reed Army Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland. Dr. Sletten is currently a captain in the United States Army and serves as the officer in charge of ancillary services and chief of the Army Hearing Program at Joint Base Elmendorf Richardson in Anchorage, Alaska. And she just shared with me tonight, maybe the first time she sees the Northern Lights. So fingers crossed for you, Jolene.
Thank you.
And I turn the virtual floor over to you.
All right, so hi, as Dr. Roxy Katz already said, I'm Dr. Sletten. I'm an audiologist and a former MSU graduate. I want to first start with, it's a huge honor to be asked to come back to speak to a graduating class, especially from an institution that truly meant the world to me. It is the leading aspect of my entire life and career. So thank you for inviting me to be here. I really appreciate it. And to the graduates of 2020, congrats. You made it. You probably didn't think this day would come, but it's here. You survived all the late night sessions at the Tivoli Center trying to learn IPA and the Bernoulli principle, understanding. You survived the group projects, the study groups, all of the APA formatted papers, the anatomy and physiology labs. You survived all the presentations and all of those exams. So good job. You did not do it alone, however. So for that, we send gratitude toward your parents, guardians, spouses, partners, extended family, friends, teachers, coaches, professors, and anyone else who has positively influenced you and helped you to achieve this accomplishment today. It really does take a village to produce a bright young person, and your villages have served you well. Congrats to the parents, guardians who are attending today too, because you did it as well. You set your child out on a good path, and you gave them the foundation that they needed to be successful. You emphasized the importance of a good education, and they took your advice and ran with it. So class of 2020, do you remember when you were first accepted to MSU Denver? Do you remember how you felt when MSU Denver was the university that you selected and speech language hearing science was the academic field you wanted to study? You probably were elated and a little nervous to embark on that new journey, much like you may be feeling today as you head into your next chapter. Maybe you're heading to your next school to continue your education and you're not quite sure what to expect of graduate school. Or maybe you're headed to a nice job, but you're not quite exactly sure what you're going to be doing when you get there. Or maybe you don't know yet what your next endeavor will be. All of those scenarios are okay. I can guarantee you things are never going to go according to plan. The coronavirus has taught us that. But I can also assure you that you will succeed and apply all the life lessons and many of the academic lessons that you learned while you were at MSU Denver. The fun thing about starting a new chapter is that you can craft your own experience. You're able to make your own decisions about where you want to live, how you want to spend your time, and how you want to leave your mark on the world. By achieving this milestone today, you have demonstrated to yourselves and the world that you can select a challenging path, which SLHS is. It's not easy, I know, and you can commit to it. You can put in the time and effort required to see it through. You had the will to persevere, because I know some of those days were tough and you had some long, grueling weeks that were exhausting, but you did not let that deter you. Remember this accomplishment when you face challenges in the future. Recall that there was a time when you didn't know how you would pass a class or finish a project or balance your workload, but you did it then, so you'll do it always. As you enter the world as an SLHS graduate, I would like to offer you the following advice. Be open to new experiences. Say yes when new opportunities arise, and whenever possible, get as uncomfortable as possible. Challenge yourself outside of your comfort zone. SLHS is a diverse field with diverse opportunities. Take advantage of that, as you never know where it can take you. You could be in a school, a private practice, hospital setting, a university, the military, nonprofit organizations, long-term skilled facilities, and many, many more opportunities exist all over the globe. During my time at MSU Denver, I developed a real passion for the prevention of noise-induced hearing loss that was fostered by Dr. Rossi Katz, and I carried this passion with me throughout graduate school, and I still have it today, which is what led to me to pursue my current career choice. So as you all know, as Dr. Rossi Katz said when she introduced me, I'm currently a captain in the United States Army, and I'm the audiologist at JBEAR in Anchorage, Alaska. To get to my current job, and currently I spend a lot of time outside of my comfort zone. I never would have thought, did you ever think that with your SLHS degree, you could get paid to perform sound level measurements in a Chinook helicopter, winding through mountain valleys and going over glaciers in Alaska? Yeah, me neither. I didn't think that was possible, but you don't know what you're capable of and what opportunities exist unless you get out of your comfort zone and say yes to new experiences. So say yes to new experiences. And my next piece of advice is to never stop learning in life and in work. Continue to ask questions, continue to observe others. When you become competent in your job, do not become complacent and intentionally stop learning. Individuals who are most successful never stop continuing to learn and improve. The joy of being an SLHS student is that you're a lifelong learner. You won't have all of the answers to everything because none of us do, but MSU Denver really has equipped you with a toolkit and a skill set so that you can devise solutions to problems as they arrive. I have no doubt that as you move forward, you will all do great things and achieve great success. As you move through life, remember the mentorship and friendship that you established during your time at MSU Denver. It's not going to expire. It will not age out after graduation. Your emails will though, so now's the time to save all your important stuff before it's gone. Your professors are still going to reply to your emails. They're going to still give you advice, and I can attest that they would love to hear from you no matter how old you are or how long ago you graduated. So as your adventure continues, I implore you to be kind in all that you do what you love, and do what is right, even if you are the only one. Carry a love of lifelong learning, and every day strive to have fun and learn something new. Congrats to the class of 2020. And thank you for having me here.
Thank you, Jolene.
That was awesome. Oh, oh my goodness. So we wanted to take some time to open it up for questions. Dr. Sletten's has welcomed questions. If you have questions about her experiences, I have a ton, but I won't monopolize. Or just share memories that you have about the SLHS program. Offer thanks to each other, those around you. So we're gonna throw it open for a little bit of a share. And it's a small enough group that I think we're fine. You can just unmute. But if you get too rowdy, I'll start calling on hands, okay? So just beware. And Trish, I may put you on the spot. I want to hear some of these things. Can you share what you had at your doorstep right before this meeting?
Yeah, it's been a rough week, man. I just finished up today, my final hours. Yay, I finally got them all. Has been rough because they've turned it into like a farewell tour week. And so the last 2 days, it was all fun games with Mrs. Beach using like their speech sounds and different language things. And so it's been tough. So I think you can see that. Can you see it better now? I don't know if you can see, but it's a nice picture frame. And it was my supervising SLP's favorite color in the frame. But they're just little sayings that the kids wrote. Well, she typed it. She has like one of those little letter, I forget what they're called, but those little letter typers. And so each of the kids gave her little things that they wanted to say to me. And then she typed it out and then put it in here like, congratulations, thanks for all your help. Thanks for teaching me and good luck with your future days. You're brilliant and amazing. Thank you for helping me learn. We will all miss you. Keep shining your bright light in this world. Thank you for being here and helping me, just like all different ones. And then they sent me, like, she gave me this little thing that said, be happy, because that's like her thing too, is choose to be happy. This little thing I can put in like an office. And then of course one of the kids wanted to throw in some chocolate for me, and she's like, I can't take credit for that. That was, you know, this kiddo's choice. And then some special pens and, you know, like page markers for grad school and different things. So it was just a huge blessing. So I'm gonna miss those kids.
That was so sweet.
Anyone else?
It's a little bit like being in class.
I know.
Yes, I'm the only one talking. And you all know this. That was one of my things on my evaluation that my SLP said, is I always am not afraid to ask questions, and I have great questions to ask.
You do, you always do.
So funny thing, just really quick, I'll just say one of my this last week was interesting because my whole internship was online. But the last week my supervisor was in quarantine, so we swapped places and I went into the school, pulled the kids, did all the service, and technology wouldn't work for her because a login doesn't work for a guest to get on anything. So we just put her on speakerphone and I did all this stuff. Well, I was doing it with this one kiddo he's a kindergartner. Cute as cute, smiles all the time from ear to ear. And the school does phonograms. That's how they learn, you know, all their sounds and everything. And so we were doing the K and the G sounds. And so I was pulling up different pictures of minimal pairs. Dr. McGuire, you'll know we were using a lot of minimal pairs. And he was saying it, and he just was, you know, going through it, saying it. And finally he goes, mind you, he's 6, cutest thing ever. He goes, I am killing these phonograms. I was like, what did you say? And he told me, and I just fell over, and I asked her, I was like, Kristen, did you hear that? And she just laughed. I mean, he was just so proud of himself. So I really had the pleasure of working with just an amazing bunch of kids. It's like, it was amazing. They were all like so sad the last 2 weeks. Like, they're like, I don't want you to leave. It was seriously like the worst, as Cassie put it, who's not here, it's like the worst Christmas present ever that we just gave these kids. But I did take them in little goodie bags. I took in a big thing with little goodie bags with all things wrapped in them so that she could hand them out to them this week for me. So that was fun. So amazing opportunity. And I learned so much, like with the internship being online. I was really bummed at first. And then I learned so much teletherapy on different platforms and how to share different activities and create online programs. And I created all my programs for my students that I had. I had another SLP gave me some of her caseload and I saw strictly those. And I mean, I just learned so much. And she even asked me, she's like, where did you get that from? That was amazing. I want to try that. And then one of my students missed an appointment this last week, and so I gave her my lesson plan and the special things for him, and she's like, "Oh, I did that with him this week, and he loved it." She's like, "Thank you so much," and so it was amazing.
That's one thing that I don't think our students really ever get the gravity of this, but we can do all the relationship building in the world as it relates to internship sites, but you all make all the difference. And you go and you just thrive. And, you know, ever since I've started at MSU, which is a long time ago now, it just is, it's always remarkable to me that just so consistently do the supervisors say, your students are just so different. We love your students. So when you share that, you know, kind of stuff, and Zena and I had a conversation yesterday about her supervisor. You've gotten to work with Zena 2 things, right? In senior experience and SLPA. Yeah. I mean, that's a testament to just, she thinks you rock, right? I mean, she took you back, and that SLPA internship is huge. So it's all because of you all that you know, we were able to maintain these relationships.
Yeah, it was fun to like go back to the school and see the kids like the next year as well, and kind of learning kind of where they were and how they were now was pretty cool to see, and then how they progressed. So yeah, I was glad she brought me back for sure. And it was interesting because we were fully in school and then we had to transition quickly to remote. So that was a good learning process from like transitioning. So yeah.
And that's kind of a unique experience. Even in grad school, you don't always get the benefit of getting to see a kiddo for more than 15 weeks. So that's definitely a benefit to be able to go back to a location in the same year or even a year later. Yeah, you did it the year before. So yeah, a year later to then see what kind of progress they make is a great experience that you, even going into grad school, you probably won't get to do that until you're back in the real world again. That you get to follow a kiddo for longer than 8 to 15 weeks. So.
Yeah.
I second that, because I was in the same internship for SLPA that I had for my senior experience all in the spring. So I've had these same kids for a year. And I think that was the other thing that made it so hard on all of us with me leaving, is it's like a whole year of these kids.
Yeah, that's unique to be able to do that for sure.
Well, and it was exciting because when we swapped places, because I was online this whole semester, when we swapped places, they didn't know. So I went to pull them from class, or they showed up and they were like, "Is it opposite day?" Like they were just all overwhelmed because they got to see me, because they were expecting to see Kristen. So that was pretty special too.
What school were you guys at? I'm just curious.
I'm in Colorado Springs.
Okay.
So, and I was my kids actually go to, it's the Classical Academy. It's a charter school, and there's 3 campuses. So I was at the central campus was for my internship.
Wow.
And I was at Cottonwood Creek Elementary in the Cherry Creek district.
Okay. Okay.
Courtney, what did you do for senior experience? And Cecilia's on here too.
Cecilia, I had
the AELC.
That's right.
Special place in my heart, AELC.
I was at the Plaza program with Liliana Stagakis. I can't pronounce her last name, but we were working with adult English language learners until we got interrupted with COVID. But so once a week we were at the Denver Public Library writing up lesson plans and then administering them to adults whose primary language was not English. And it was awesome. I loved it. It was challenging, and it was I would highly recommend doing it, and because I just learned so much from it. And from Liliana as well.
We're trying to keep all those connections. Just right now, none of that's happening. Those attended programs, but we're keeping all those connections once we can all get back together again.
Well, and Jolene, like I remember you doing your senior experience. Didn't we have you at like University Hospital or something like that? Am I thinking right?
Yeah, with Melinda, with our doctor.
Yeah. Yeah. It probably doesn't feel that long ago too, right? When you hear people talk about senior experience.
No.
Well, I wanted to say how Cecilia, because you're not talking, I'm going to talk for you. I wanted to say how amazing she was in the autism peer mentoring class. She had some of the toughest sessions and she dealt with them so well, so impressive. And I was just amazed by her poise, her ability to think outside the box, and how she could extend what she was learning in class to, you know, the theoretical parts to the actual practical applications. Which was absolutely amazing, and it was such a joy to work with you, Cecilia. So yeah, I definitely am very, very proud of you, and I have no doubt that you will be an extraordinary clinician.
Thank you so much. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed the Isaac program. It was, yeah, like you said, it was very difficult, but very like insightful and eye-opening, and just something that's hard to learn from like a book or in the classroom without like actually like working on it. The same with like the AELC. I was so happy with that placement as well. The AELC was really fun. Natalie was amazing.
She is.
And then, you know, something that just reminded me about Dr. McGuire's class was I keep getting these notifications from Speech Easy from the fluency class. I keep trying to turn them off, but they just won't come off. So I just keep getting reminded of that project, like maybe every week.
They just finished it virtually, the current class. So another group will get those notifications forever and ever. Yeah.
And then with the Rossi Cats, you know, I think it was, man, I think I've had Rossi Cats since 2016. I think that's when I started the program at MSU. I started out in 2015, but I decided, you know, I found SLHS in 2016, so I'm very glad I found the program. So I really like it, and I'm able to apply everything I learned, especially working on as an RBT now for 2 years now, and wherever I end up. So thank you guys.
Zena, who's with you? Who's celebrating with you?
It's my mom and my dad.
Hi, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
We're very proud of her.
Can you get her to clean my house now?
Oh. Well, what do you think? Should we play a game?
Mm-hmm. Dr. McGuire, I just wanted to tell you really quick that because our last thing was fluency, and I got to work with a fluency student this last semester. So it was fun. We did, he was a 4th or 5th grader, I can't remember. And we were doing like stretchy speech and breathing and everything. And he had to recite the Gettysburg Address. They had to memorize that. So we were working on that for that. And it was neat because I was remembering some of the things we learned in class, and because you don't get to see the fluency kids too often.
Right, you don't. That's great. That's great.
All right, so we created Jeopardy. Well, we didn't create Jeopardy. You know what I mean. There's a Jeopardy. There's a Jeopardy website, and we were able to modify it. So I can make individual teams for each of you, and if you raise your hand, that'll be your calling in thing. And the rule is that you just have to wait till I finish reading the question before you raise your hand. So whoever raises their hand after the question is read is the first one that gets to respond. And I'm going to have assistants help me with that because I'm only working with one screen. So let me share here. And there's 4 of you, correct? Yes? So
Well, I think we might want to see what Jolene remembers.
Yeah, does Jolene want to play?
For retention purposes.
Jolene, you want to get in on this? Should we make it 5 or even 6? Hope, do you want to try?
I am horrible at Jeopardy.
Horrible.
You might be okay with one of these questions. Jolene, am I putting you in? Hope,
Sure.
am I putting you in?
We'll see how I do.
Okay.
Okay.
You're passing. Okay, I'll just do 5 then. All right. So our categories today for Jeopardy are, and I guess I can write names in. So this will be Jolene, Courtney, and sorry if I misspell your name, I'm just doing it off of memory. Zena, Trish, and Cecilia. Okay, so our categories are campus questions, fundamentals, lost in translation, celebrities with communication conditions, and bonus. So for starting off, let's say I like to throw in who's got a birthday most recently.
When was yours, Cecilia?
November 22nd.
Okay.
Seems like a winner.
Yeah.
All right, so Cecilia, you are first up. Tell me which category and which number you would like to hear. Remember that you need to listen to me read the whole question before you raise your hand. And please, helpers, let me know who raises the hand first. Go ahead, Cecilia.
Yes.
I'll do celebrities for 100.
All right, celebrities with communication conditions for 100. This autistic 17-year-old is Swedish, and she is an environmental activist.
I'd say Cecilia.
Cecilia.
Yep.
Greta?
Yes, Greta Thunberg for 100. Very good. All right, Cecilia, yours is still your board.
Campus for 100.
Campus questions for 100. This building houses the financial aid office.
Trish. You're muted, Trish.
The student support services.
And it is the Student Success Building. I will count that as right.
Student success.
SS.
I spent many days there.
Student Success. All right, Trish, it's your board.
Let's be fun and do fundamentals.
For what number?
Let's try 100.
Fundamentals for 100. Disney's Lion King made The Circle of Life a hit song. This key circle is the source of all direct blood supply to the brain.
Oh, I know this too.
Jolene.
Jolene?
Is it the Circle of Willis?
I believe it is the Circle of Willis. Very good. Very nice. All right, Jolene, your board.
I think I'll go with fundamentals, 200.
Fundamentals 200. In kindergarten, you learned your ABCs. In anatomy and physiology, you learned the bases of DNA.
You all are hurting my heart.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
So,
I know it, but it's just not there.
the correct answer is.
Wait. Oh, dang it. I was going to try.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Adenine, cysteine, guanine, and thymine. All right. Sorry. That was Jolene. Your pick again.
I'll stick with fundamentals, 300.
Fundamentals 300. Arguably, with better rhythm than Dr. Rossi Katz, these cochlear dancers contract and expand to sharpen our frequency response.
I think Jolene cannot answer this. Courtney.
Courtney.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry if I disappoint you, Dr. Rossi Katz. Is it the inner hairs of the cochlea?
So it's a hair cell.
Yes.
If it's not inner, it's.
If it's not inner.
Uh-huh. What's the other kind?
Outer.
Yes!
Hair cells. I'll give it to you. That was for 300. All right, Courtney, you're bored.
Lost in translation is reading IPA, Courtney.
Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, Lost in Translation is reading IPA. I should have mentioned that.
Oh, cool.
You might want to put your hand down, Jolene. Us audiologists, we don't score highly in that category.
Let's do Lost in Translation for 300.
Okay, Lost in Translation 300. I'm just going to put it up, and you guys will buzz in when you know it.
Courtney.
Metropolitan?
Yep.
That is correct. Metropolitan.
We just had horror flashbacks from Dr. McGuire's test.
All right, Courtney, you're bored.
Let's go for bonus 300.
Bonus 300. Wow. This is MSU Denver's new moniker. I don't think I know this.
No.
You should. It's like our new saying.
Oh, then yes, I do. I didn't know what moniker meant.
Trish?
We're better together? Or we'll get through this together? I don't know.
No, it came up before COVID.
Yeah,
oh, then I don't know.
COVID.
Use your imaginations.
Yeah, you.
Any guesses?
Reimagine the possible.
Uh-huh.
Imagine possible. I'll give that to Trish.
That's right. I see that every time I log in.
Yes. All right, Trish, your turn.
Let's do fundamentals 400 because that's just terrible.
Fundamentals 400. Just like this white matter commiseral tract that connects the left and right cerebral hemispheres, we hope you'll stay connected to us after graduating. I'm sorry if I butchered that word, Jess.
Jolene.
Jolene.
Is the corpus callosum?
Correct.
That is correct. Corpus callosum. Very good. All right, Jolene, your turn.
Fundamentals for 500, please.
All right, closing out the category. Before physical distancing became a household name, we considered the use of space and communication, formerly known as the study of this.
Your hand's raised, Jolene, but it might be just up from the last one.
Anyone?
You're muted.
Do you have it, Jolene? Oh, you're just hitting your buzzer.
Yep. Nope. It's sticking. I'm getting my mouse away from it. It won't ungo. There it goes. No, I don't know this one.
Guesses? I'm gonna press it. The Proximix. Okay. All right, Jolene, I think it's your board still.
How about bonus for 100?
All right, bonus for 100. This is the name of MSU Denver's mascot.
Courtney. Oh, Cecilia. Courtney, you were like.
At the Roadrunners?
That's, well, what's the mascot's name, though? So, Cecilia, your chance.
Rowdy?
It is Rowdy. Rowdy the Roadrunner. Very good. All right, Cecilia. I won't take any points away, Courtney. I don't like taking points away on Jeopardy. Makes me sad.
Thank
All right,
you.
Cecilia.
Bonus for 200.
Okay, bonus for 200. The lower jaw is also called a.
Courtney.
A mandible.
Zena had it too.
That is correct. Very good. All right, Courtney, you're bored.
Let's go for lost in translation for 400.
All right, I'll just put it up. You guys chime in when you know.
Cecilia.
Articulation.
That is correct. Articulation. Very good. All right, Cecilia, you're aboard.
Lost in translation 500.
All right, here we go.
Trish.
Trish.
SLHS.
That is correct. I was going to
I
give
did
a
learn
hint.
something, Dr. McGuire.
I was going to give a hint that it's not a real word, like it's an abbreviation, not a, but you guys did it. All right, Trish, your turn. You're bored.
Bonus for 400, please.
Okay. Repetition of another person's spoken words.
Cecilia.
Is it scripting?
No.
That works though. I think
Does it work?
that works. Yeah.
Okay. We were looking for echolalia, but if.
Oh, and Zena had her hand up too.
Oh, sorry. I didn't
I
know
think you
that.
should give Zena. Is that what you were gonna say?
Yeah, I think it was. All right, Zena, I'll give you that one. You're bored, Zena.
We'll do campus questions for 200.
Okay, here we go. This coffee shop is outside the Student Success Building.
Zena. Oh, or Cecilia. You.
Cecilia.
Is it Dasbog or Starbucks?
It's Dasbog.
It's Dasbog.
Okay.
Dasbog is correct. Sorry, I forgot to do this. Yes, Dasbog coffee. Starbucks is in the Tivoli. All right, Zena, you're bored.
Celebrities with communication 200.
All right, celebrities with communication conditions. This autistic person is a proponent of humane treatment of livestock, a faculty of Colorado State University, and Claire Danes acted in the movie made about her.
Jolene.
Temple Grandin.
That is correct. Temple Grandin. All right, Jolene.
Campus questions for 300.
Okay. This building has a giant butterfly hanging from the ceiling.
Zena.
Yeah.
It's the science building.
It is the science building. Very good. All right, Zena, you're bored.
Lost in translation 200.
Okay, here it is. Log in when you know.
Trish.
You're muted, Trish.
Graduation.
That is correct. Graduation. Very good. Thank you for doing those, Dr. McGuire.
I just want to know where my skills were when I took her class.
All right, Trish, your turn.
Let's do lost in translation for 100.
All right, closing out the category.
Courtney.
Oh, celebration.
There it is. Very good. Celebration.
I just learned where the raise your hand button is on our computer. Sorry.
Old-fashioned way.
That's all right. All right, Courtney, you're bored.
Let's go for bonus 500.
Trish,
Okay.
your hand's still up, just FYI. Yeah, I'm an eagle eye.
Is that
All
better?
Yeah.
All right, closing out this category. This measures how rapidly and accurately one can produce rapidly alternating syllables like putika.
Do they need the whole word, Alexa, Trebecca, or can they do an acronym?
They can do an acronym. Because I think I have a terrible way of pronouncing this word myself. So.
Cecilia has it.
Cecilia?
Dikinetic?
Yes. I think you might have missed a syllable, but yes. Didokinetic. Don't know if you heard the didokinetic rate.
Diodocokinetic, right?
That's right.
Diodocokinetic. Yeah, there's more syllables in there than I want there to be. All right, very good, Cecilia. Your turn. We've got celebrities and campus questions.
Campus 400.
Campus for 400. This is the building name and room number that the Speech Language Hearing Sciences Department is located in. It's been since March since you've come to our office.
My basement. No.
Who can remember where our offices are?
I honestly thought this would be an easy one. I'm sorry.
I think it's the room number that's killing us all.
If you can't remember it, it's okay.
Do we have a building name? Trish?
The building name is Central,
Yes.
but I don't remember the room number.
Courtney, do you remember the room number?
I don't, but I could take a guess.
Or what floor?
Are we guessing on a number?
Cecilia has her hand up.
Courtney can go. I was also going to guess.
No,
Courtney.
you go for it.
116?
So close.
Very close.
Not it.
Well, and that's the computer lab, right?
118.
You guys 118.
118 is the computer lab.
Is it 120?
It's a
It
classroom.
is 120. Was that
It
Courtney?
is.
It was Xena.
Dina. Okay. Sorry, your picture
No, you're
didn't pop
good.
up. So I
We
got you the points though.
probably-
It is Central Classroom 120. Yeah, for
You
some
all
reason
are-
the building's name is Central Classroom.
Yeah,
So-
doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. Okay. All right, Zena. We've got 4 more here.
We'll do celebrities for 300.
All right, celebrities for 300. This condition is shared by Bruce Willis, Emily Blunt, Ed Sheeran, and Joe Biden.
Trish. You're muted.
Stuttering.
That is correct. Stuttering. Trish, your call.
Let's do campus questions for 500.
All right,
This is a
closing out that
close game.
category. This is where you get your student ID made.
Okay,
What?
Trish. You're muted again.
The student or the student success building in the bookstore. Or it's in Tivoli. It's in the bookstore. I'm sorry. It's in the bookstore in Tivoli.
In the bookstore in Tivoli, yes.
Sorry.
It's in Tivoli bookstore. Very
Just
good.
combining the two places because that's where I lived. It was those two places. Let's do celebrities with communications 400.
400. So we have, although his AAC device had an American accent, this theoretical physicist was actually British.
Zena.
Steve Hawkins.
Yeah.
I will accept it. It is Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking. Sorry.
Very close. Hawking. Very good. Yes, Stephen Hawking. And the last question. Are we ready for it? And I think this is somebody you guys will know. Winner of Project Runway in 2015, this model also won Dancing with the Stars in 2016.
The outer hair cells.
That is
Zena.
Yeah,
Is his
Zena.
last name DeMarco?
Yes, it is. I
Okay.
will accept that.
I don't
Niall
know what this is.
DeMarco.
Niall DeMarco.
Very good. And Zena is the winner.
That's awesome.
Very, very good.
Wow.
Thank you for playing our first round of Jeopardy graduation.
Well,
I hope
and
you enjoyed that.
and you're all winners.
Yes.
So we're gonna ask, Shannon will follow up and get a mailing address so we can mail you one of our new slick SLHS t-shirts, which we're really excited about. So everybody's a winner. And thank you, Alexa.
I'm glad I'm not near my Alexa, because otherwise that would be going off right now. I hope no one else has an Alexa around them.
We do, and
Oh,
it's going
sorry.
off.
Sorry.
We have to tell her stop.
Sorry about that.
God. Well, thank you all. This was really fun, and you all, as we started with, I mean, you are what makes our job rewarding, and please do keep in touch. You know, once a SLHS student, kind of always a part of our community, and keep, you know, send us your emails. We'll have students perhaps you will place with you in the years to come. It really is our great honor to have worked with you, and I just give you again my heartfelt congratulations, and I'll open it up if anybody else has any last minute things. And Jolene, thank you for joining us, and so exciting to hear. Yeah. Any last thoughts? Anybody else? Now I have the Jeopardy song in my head playing in there. We'll take time to celebrate, like my colleagues said. This is incredible, and thank you for joining us this evening, and we look forward to hearing what's ahead for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.